You're listening to Operation Self Reset with Jake Naraki. How to be great when you suck. What is going on, you freaking awesome people? Welcome back to Operation Self Reset. My name is Jake Naraki, coming to you live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where each and every week we dive into a different topic or an idea in the world of personal development to help you. Now, as you know, personal development is one of those things that you really don't need, but you only need it when you actually need it. And you may be listening to this right now. For some odd reason, you lost your way. You once were successful, quote unquote successful, whatever that definition is to you. And you're trying to get it back. You're trying to reinvigorate yourself. You're trying to rebuild yourself, rebrand yourself, re-identify who you are, what you're about, maybe your business, your family, your identity of what you feel is possible for you. And personal development is here for you. It's always here for you. It is always a book away, a podcast away, a radio show away, or literally just one quote away from inspiration. Inspiration isn't going to be the fuel that is going to blast you to the moon, but it's going to be the inspiration to realize you need to find a rocket to get yourself to the moon. And sometimes that is always the most important key. Now, today we don't have a sponsor, thank goodness. Today we are going to be talking about how to be great when you suck. Now, sucking is something that a lot of us are really good at. We are really good at sucking at things. We suck maybe at sports or education, communication, being ourselves, doing the right thing, being truthful, lying, whatever it is. We all suck at something. I think it's really good that you always are good at sucking at something. Because if you're a master of everything, that means that majority of the things that you're good at, you kind of suck at. But if you suck at things that are very, very obvious, like I absolutely suck at that thing, then it allows you to have more bandwidth, more energy, more commitment, and more determination to the things that you're actually great at. So here are 3 ideas that I want to break down to you guys about how to be great even when you suck. Before we get into that, I want to take a second here. And the last 2 years, I have had a live event, Self Reset Power, here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It truly was my 4th child. I have 3 young boys. I work for the fire department. I'm a mover and a shaker. I got other irons in the fire, what have you. And for the first time, this is the first year I am not doing the event. And it hurts. It's painful. It makes me irritated, and it makes me have less passion and commitment for my journey moving forward. And the reason why I bring this up is not to enlighten you with my problems or what is going on in my world, but I want to pull you into the world of a real human being just like yourself, who is on a journey, who is on a course of trying to become something bigger than what they currently are. On our path, we are going to stumble, mess up, get irritated at the decisions that we make. But fortunately, every single day that we wake up is a new opportunity for us to realize, you know what? It's time for me to get back on the horse. It's time for me to start doing what I love doing. Or it's time for me to finally realize that I have more to give than what I'm currently giving. And those 2 live events were stressful, were unbelievably chaotic on my family, myself. And now not doing for a 3rd year, I feel disappointed. I feel irritated. I feel lonely, which is really kind of a weird feeling. I feel aggravated, and I feel incomplete. And if you ever had those feelings, I want to let you know that you're not alone. All of us have these same emotions. When you break up with somebody, a guy or a girl, you know those feelings that you had? You felt like your world was over. You're like, you're worthless. Like, you feel nobody likes you. How are you ever going to find love? How are you ever going to be a part of this world in a happy, joyful manner? But what happens? Time goes by. Time heals the wound. You move past it, and you move on. And hopefully today you're in a better place than you were when you first had that first breakup. And so I just want to let you know that the journey to the top, the journey to the middle, the journey to the bottom is unique for all of us. I don't know how to say it in a different way, but I want to let you know that I'm here with you on this journey. I'm here fighting the good fight. I'm here trying to do my best to make sure that you can bring out your best. And that is why I started the show. That is why hopefully you're continuing to listen to me. But I just want to let you know that the feelings, the issues, the pain that you have, somebody has had it. And so never feel like you're in this world alone. There are over, 5 billion people in the world today. A lot of us are going through the same stuff. So don't feel bad for yourself. Don't feel woe's me. Don't, pin yourself in a corner and do something silly with drugs or alcohol or something else, or totally numb yourself in a different way through video games or TV or whatever. Get up, shake it off, and put one foot in front of the next. The person that is at top of the mountain did not get placed there. They walked like you and I, one foot in front of the next, until they reached their personal summit. So with that, here are my 3 ideas. Okay, number 1, know why you're truly here to make an impact. Know why you're truly here to make an impact. For some odd reason, you and I are here on this earth, on this rock, to do something. What is it? I have no idea. I don't know what the magic is. I don't even know when we die will we even understand the whole point of living. Was it designed just for an enjoyment ride? Was it designed to kind of bump somebody else's journey in life? Was it here to impact somebody else? But my total personal belief on the reason why we're here on the earth is obviously to add something. What are we here to add? I don't know. Is it joy, humor, laughter, love, whatever? I don't know. We can go down the whole gamut of emotions out there. But the thing you got to ask yourself is when you truly feel like you're sucking and you feel like you're a leech at the bottom of the ocean just laying there going, how lower can I get? I want you to remember that you're standing here, that you're upright, you're standing, you're sitting, you can see or you can't see, you can hear, you can't hear, whatever it is. You're here for truly a reason. The reason is unknown. The reason is for you and I to discover it individually, and we may go through this whole life never understanding why, but there are glimpses through our life that we will find the reason why we're here. And it can come in different facets. It can come in different moments. It can come in different ideas, words, activities. And that's the whole point we live. We don't live to work to gain money so then we can go and travel to Puerto Rico or Europe or America or wherever you're from. We live to do something greater than to work and to make money so we can buy things and go out to eat and stuff like that. The choice is truly a question and a mindset shift of understanding that when you do suck, to realize that you have more potential of the worth of living. And that is up to you to decide. It's truly up to you to decide if you have the ability, if you have the strength to get up even when you're at the bottom of the pond, when you're at the bottom of the ocean, you're bottom of the crater. Do you have the energy and power to get up? And when I have those moments of feeling like I don't, I think to myself, I'm here for a gosh darn reason. Why else would I be selected out of the other billion sperms and eggs out there in the abyss? Why me? Why this? And that's what you got to ask yourself. And unfortunately, there is no answer. There is no right or wrong. But you have to believe that there is a greater purpose for you being here. What is it? Go out there, discover it. Hopefully, it can work for you. The second is do the right things daily. How to be great when you suck is to do the right things daily. The right things daily is number 1, not to lie. But not to lie to your employer, not to lie to your spouse or your kids, but most importantly, never to lie. Never ever to lie to thyself. If you are lying to yourself, you've lost the game. If you're hemming and hawing on doing the right thing on a daily basis and you start to lie to yourself, then everything else goes out the window. I was watching a YouTube video recently about a individual who makes a lot of money, like over $25,000 a day by scamming people. How he opens up credit cards in other people's names. He shows identification that he made up on his computer, and he travels around. And he goes to jewelry stores, he goes to car dealerships, he goes to different places, buys luxurious items, and then goes sells it. And he's able to turn a profit from anywhere from $5,000 a day to $25,000 a day and greater, of course. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy is lying to himself. He knows that this is not the right thing to do, but if you listen to him, if you listen to his actions, the way he presents himself, he truly believes it's the right thing to do. He believes that he's not hurting anybody. He believes that he's never going to get caught, and nobody really pays from it. The companies can use insurance money, and the money just moves around. So in reality, he feels and he believes and he knows, he does, that it's okay to do this. Now, what he's doing is chaotic. He's scamming people. He's taking different people's names and social security numbers and identifications and addresses and throwing it out there into the world and claiming all these luxurious goods that are not his, and he's doing it illegally. Now, you may agree with the crime or not. It's truly, I guess, individual's choice. But we can all agree that he has somehow believed that his ill will to society has become his new truth of clarity, that it is the right thing to do. And when you start to believe something so much, we can actually alter our stories. When you start to alter your stories, you start to believe that you're right. And when you're right, you're not in fault. And when you're not in fault, you don't feel like you need to go and change anything. And when you get caught into that, that is where the people that are stuck or suck will stay there for a very, very long time. Is that they believe that it's not them, it's everybody else. We all have those friends or relatives, or we've heard of stories on how people say, woe's me, poor me, I can't get out of this mess. It's the economy, it's the president, it's my job, it's the boss, it's everybody else except that individual. And when you start to create these stories within yourself about identifying that you start to believe that it is everybody else except you, because you can't take the blame, you don't have the courage to stand up for yourself, and to realize that you're the one that sucks, then that is truly where the issue comes into play. And so, the number one thing is, don't lie to yourself. Do the regular things on a daily basis. Do the right things on a regular basis. Do the things that you know you should be doing, and do them. And this is also a moment of clarity to myself, of also saying that it's great to say this. It's great for me to stand in front of you and preach the good word. But at the same time, there are moments that I don't do the right thing. There are moments that I choose to sometimes cover up my mistakes through lies or blaming it on somebody else. And it takes a really courageous person. It takes a strong person. It takes a person that can identify the BS and to push through it and to get things done. And if you're able to do that, then things will start to come around. And lastly, number 3 here, think you're great even when you suck. Think you're great even when you suck. There is a great book out there called As a Man Thinketh. And As a Man Thinketh is nothing more than understanding that the things, the words, the ideas that you and I say on a regular basis affect who we are internally, externally. And the things that go into our mind is exactly what comes out of our mouth. And the things that go into our mind hopefully and should be good, positive things. And if you can read, surround yourself, listen, watch inspirational, motivational, good ideas, good people, movers and shakers, people that are doing great things in the world, either losing the weight, winning the races, throwing the touchdown passes, making the delicious cakes. If you start to surround yourself with those types of people that are doing things the right way, the truthful way, the good way, even when you do suck, you can trick your mind in thinking that you can suck. And just like number 2, how I stated, that you can trick yourself into believing your own personal lies. The same are true to believing that you are great even when you do suck. Even when you're in debt and you're filing for bankruptcy and your relationships in the gutter, you're losing everything around you, your car, your home, everything. Now, fortunately, I've never been in that situation. So I can only say that I'm not talking from experience. And a lot of people believe that when it comes time for motivation or inspiration, or if I do start to talk, they believe that you have to be at your lowest point possible for somebody to raise you back up. And unfortunately, that's not the case. Because even an airplane pilot, when they start to cascade down towards Earth, they can realize what is going wrong and hopefully turn the right switch, pull up on the lever, do the right thing to get themselves out of that jam. Because the airplane pilot doesn't need to crash the airplane to understand that things went wrong. The airplane pilot can see the things that are wrong right in front of him as he starts to plummet. And the same with you. You don't have to hit rock bottom to finally realize. Some people do. Some people truly do. They do need that wake up call, but some people don't. And you know the signs and the symptoms of an unfortunate life gone wrong. So it is truly up to you to move that in the right direction. So, once again, those are our 3 ideas here of how to be great even when you suck. Know why you're really here. Understand that. The second is do the right thing daily. And number 3, think you're great even when you suck. Truly, it is a really powerful tool. And if you're looking for a good start in that regard, just look up on Amazon As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. It will totally blow your mind wide open. So, with that being said, it's a quick hitting kind of podcast, but hopefully it touched base to you personally. I appreciate your love, support, and go out there and just make somebody's day special. Make your impact right here, right now. And lastly, like always, be freaking awesome. Do your best to share a little bit of freakiness and awesomeness to somebody who could personally use it. So until next week, Wednesday, go out there and be freaking awesome. We'll see ya. I appreciate you guys.